Hello. Hi, Christopher.
Hello.
So you may have seen on social media a couple of weeks ago, I filmed a really fun video. It was a reel where I posted all these beautiful dolls of all different types and sizes and colors and everything on, not colors, they're mostly all green, dressed in green on social media.
Shades of a color.
Shades of a color for St. Patrick's Day. And it got a lot of shares, a lot of comments, and it was really fun. Well, we have something incredibly exciting in store for you for our 5th box for the Grace subscription.
I kind of can't believe, but here we are.
I know.
I know.
Chapter 5.
Yep.
I can't believe it.
So exciting.
So what you've already seen so far is the amazing outfit that is behind us. It is called Emerald Threads, and we're going to put some of the pictures on the screen that Christopher took and Diana edited for us. And this outfit is absolutely stunning. It's stunning. The only regret that I have, and we can't help this whatsoever because of the timing of the boxes, is that it didn't come out at the beginning of March, but now you have it in your collections forever. For all of your St. Patrick's celebrations, for all of the times you want a spot of green, don't you think, Christopher?
I mean, there are so many holidays that you can bring green out for.
Right, but, especially the holidays. So this is like such a beautiful holiday dress, if you're going to do that. But we're going to talk about Emerald Threads, and we're going to talk about the story and the wonderful things that are happening for this month. The historical subscription has been one of the most exciting adventures we have ever taken.
I think everybody else too is so excited about what we're able to do with historic fashions through this subscription, and I love feeling that excitement kind of play both ways, because we know what's coming but you don't, so there's lots of anticipation, and the feedback and the reception has been so positive and so excited. So I'm thrilled to give you once again another what I think is a banger of a box. I love this one.
I think it's absolutely beautiful.
Beautiful. The fabric, the way that it behaves and sort of trails behind in a train it's really, really lovely.
I know Christopher doesn't like it when I do this, but I am going to take I am going to take our wonderful Grace doll right here, and I want to show you, because when we were looking at these samples and when we were looking at them, what we just loved was the lace and the buttons and the volume.
Well, and actually the fabric of the jacket is, I think, one of the nicest we've done so far. It's so beautiful.
It's like a silk. Look at this.
It's very much a silk sort of effect, and it has a beautiful, almost iridescent quality that catches light in this like really dazzling way.
Look at that.
The way that the skirt sort of almost billows by itself. I imagine if she were, sort of running, or if there was a fan, I mean, it would just be a cloud.
I see this, no matter how it's worn, as something that is very elegant. It has a train. So.
It's so timeless and so sophisticated. And
they are separates.
Yeah.
This is separate from this. So this is just, I just think it's absolutely beautiful. Here, you hold her. I was just going to show our friends out there. So again, you are receiving another crinoline at a value of $12 just in the crinoline.
Yep.
To give it wonderful, wonderful volume. And it's just so luxurious. Ruby Red Galleria created this, as they do, just so beautiful. And so as you can see, it has a beautiful train. Now, again, the pressing, it
always benefits from a little attention with an iron. And the top, actually, the bodice didn't really need anything. I gave it a little seam on the arms there, but the skirt, it comes to you from many, many miles away. And it just always been stored from it.
It's been stored in first it was stored in my garage for, I don't know, 6 months, and then we brought them here. But it always needs that. So look at this, it's just so beautifully packaged.
Gorgeous.
You're gonna see this. It's just such an experience when you open it. There's a little piece of tissue in there. But I'm gonna show you just the workmanship.
Yeah.
It is beyond. The only reason we can afford to do this is because we do have our wonderful subscribers that I can order a little bit larger of a quantity. And when we sell them all in the subscription, we are just able to do this. And it is so cool to me what we are doing and how far we've come. And I am enjoying this just so much.
I know. Getting to play with tiny hook and eye and tiny lace and tiny buttons and tiny silk. I mean, it's just like... It really is a dream, and to see it sort of, in some way, I also think that the subscription tells a story, and I love the way that the fabric that we use sort of evolves each month, and this feels like it's you got to see it in person. You got to hold it in your hands
Yeah.
because it's just breath. I don't know how much of that like sheen is going to show up on camera. But
they're always better in person. They're always better in person. But truly, this feels like, and we've never put out anything that I did not personally, Christopher did not personally believe was a good product. But this feels like true adult clothes. This is like when Dior made all those little miniature costumes, and they were in the museum. It feels like real people clothes. Like if I was if Honey I Shrunk the Kids happened at the doll shop, which outfit would you put on first, by the way?
Oh my God. It's one that we haven't put out yet.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
I knew that. I knew that.
I say it every time.
Yeah.
Like eventually they're gonna get sick of it.
How
They
could
know
they
what's
not?
coming.
Yeah,
when it comes.
Yeah.
You guys.
Yeah.
That is to say, I don't mean to like sleep on this one, but I think that's probably what I would start with.
They're all wonderful. We, of course, now as the subscription has evolved and as it has gone along and we have received your feedback, are there things that when we get your feedback, oh, they want this, they want that, maybe we would have done something differently if we were creating them now for next month or whatever, of course. But we were creating these
the timeline
a year and a half ago.
So far in advance, yeah.
Yeah.
And like it's good to know what that
absolutely because I want to keep doing this.
Yeah, exactly.
So when you do send your hopes and your wishes, the part of me that wants to please everybody thinks, oh my gosh, I wish we had that for this season. I wish we had something from that time period from this season. But that is a really good feedback for the future.
Yeah.
A lot of the clothing in our subscription is Victorian era.
Yeah.
It is. And we do have a couple fastballs that we're throwing at you that are super fun.
There were some unexpected little smatterings. Yeah.
There is some smatterings and some bonus boxes and really fun things.
Yes. Oh my gosh, when we get the bonus boxes.
The bonus boxes. In fact, we just got a sample today that I have to, that came in last night.
This is news to me.
It's the black and white one.
Oh, good.
I'll show. It's good. We'll be having our little conference after this video, but believe me, you're going to be seeing it soon.
Yeah.
It has a bustle.
Oh,
that's all I can say. That's all I can say.
You guys.
It's very good. But anyway, this is about this box.
Yeah, right.
So we love sharing this with you. This is so fun. This is what we really enjoy. And the wonderful thing about the historic outfits I also want to add is that because of their construction and the way that they fit a lot of different dolls.
Yeah.
They fit Elowen, I've seen them on all kinds of dolls in our group. So
I've seen Jean.
Feel free.
I've seen Tyler. I mean,
yes, I've seen Tyler.
On anybody.
Because they have kind of a bulkier, I don't want to use the word bulky, but it's...
Well, they have structure in a way that's almost, it's obviously not boning, but it's sort of almost, at this scale,
it feels like
kind of like boning.
Yeah.
And when you use a lining and a nice stiff
look at this.
fabric with integrity, right, exactly.
That's amazing.
Your starch could never. Yeah.
Exactly. Like it can just sit there. This could sit there on your vanity and be a piece of miniature art just as it is.
Have a brooch of a
You could wear this. You could wear this as a brooch.
Exactly.
Look at that. That's kind of cool though. Like if you were going to a
fashion conference.
Yeah. We should do one. That would be fun. But anyway, we're getting off in the weeds, but I'm really thrilled with it.
I am too.
Again, with the wonderful crinoline, you don't have to take your crinoline off one to put it on another. If it needs a crinoline, it's coming with a crinoline.
Exactly.
Which is unbelievably wonderful.
Need to complete every outfit, Every single skirt should have volume. You shouldn't have to pick between them when you stage them.
And we want you to be able to, and one of our favorite things that we see that you do is when you line up all your dolls from the season and you show us pictures of them, it is so fun, especially when they are on other dolls. And we get to see the background of your house, and it just tells such a story. And don't ever feel weird about the background of your house. Sometimes people say, like, excuse the background. You know what? Right. We're all normal people living in normal houses.
I'm proud of my Cheeto desk.
Yes.
Yeah,
Same here. Derek and I have furniture that is scraped up, and we have a 3-year-old. Like, we're not, it's just comfortable. It's just a normal house. So don't ever feel bad about that. We're all normal people here, and it's just fun to share in
That's
the
dolls.
Whole
thing.
Yes.
Exactly. It's having that like camaraderie and intimacy that we get to experience because it's online. And like you are online in your own physical space, be that what it is.
Exactly.
We get to share that sort of honesty with each other.
Exactly.
And what is all this for if not for, community and friendship? And
that's what it really boils down to. That's how I was able to launch the brand, is because I constantly put out videos that were about community and camaraderie and, hey, join the fun. You can't be here, but I'm going to film this and I want you to be able to enjoy it too. I want you to be a part of it too.
Yeah.
And then I realized, oh, this is my calling. This is super fun.
Yeah.
The shop needs to be able to make money in order to survive. And then we came up with this, and it's just been the best thing we could be doing here with you. So thank you very much. It's just been a blast. So, but anyway, I'll never quit saying that. So we're going to put this back, and then we're gonna jump into the wonderful story and your paper dolls and our incredible pattern of the month from Tamara Casey. Another thing that sets this subscription apart from anything we've ever done is it has an evolving story. So our subscriptions have a story. Every single one of them has a story, has a reason why the doll is wearing the outfit that pulls it all together, but they're short stories.
Yes.
This one's a long story. I love that.
I'm glad you do.
This is
'cause
fun.
I do too. I think it's something that dolls are able to do is storytell, and I think doing that very literally with this is so fun.
Yeah.
And I'm also excited to sort of incorporate 1 month into the next. So the idea is at the end you will have a journey through time, and each chapter will sort of read as if it were a story. So we have another installment with chapter 5. And this is Viridian Venture. This is another long-winded one because I don't know how to dial it in.
Christopher wrote this, by the way, and so he's sitting there at the doll shop on that computer for several hours, and it just flows out of him, and it's really amazing. Sometimes when I get into the groove, I can just flow, but I got to be in the groove, and I can tell you we're in the groove on this one. What I love about this one is it has a cliffhanger at the end. It has a cliffhanger.
A little bit of drama.
I said all books need a little bit of
Yeah.
like all books need that.
Something that, provides an element of surprise or suspense or, something to keep you invested. So this is Viridian Venture, A Journey Through Time, Chapter 5. So I'll read you a little snippet from somewhere in the beginning here. It says, "And then she heard it, faint and unintelligible at first, then growing louder and more rambunctious. Through pealing horns and bellowing tubas, Grace could just barely make out chipper crowds cheering, 'Happy St. Patrick's Day.' They grew closer, the pounding of the drums pulsing under her feet. Suddenly, she caught a glimpse of the shimmering green parade marching its way over the horizon, bringing the jubilation of the whole city with it. She knew it was a long-standing tradition, one of pride and resistance and joy. Excitement caught in her throat, and she thought of how many times this view had taken somebody else's breath away, how many toes had twirled along this exact parade route, and she was reminded of her new favorite leather-bound friend." So you can sort of, there's a lot to get into with this one.
So she starts again in the present, and then she goes back into the past, and of course finds herself in this insanely beautiful outfit. And then she gets to watch the parade, which we did research, of course, that St. Patrick's Day parades have been going on way a long time.
Eons.
Eons, like a long time. So way before even the Victorian era.
Yeah.
So we make sure to make those details. But also I want to say too, is that our subscription, yes, it is historical, but it does have elements of fantasy.
Of course.
It might even have elements of magic. There's all kinds of fun things that we are blending together to make it work.
Yeah.
And I think that's fun. I think that's exciting.
I would always hope that in something as sort of fun and joyful as doll collecting, that you can have a sort of a whimsical, fantastical element, that practicality is necessary from a sort of logistics standpoint, but that, these aren't kitchen utensils. These are things that you get to enjoy for fun. They're made to be loved and enjoyed and played with. So if you're game for play, then we've got you covered.
Yeah. We're having fun with this. Of course, we're trying to stay historically accurate. There are some times too with manufacturing on a teensy scale and on a large scale where sometimes you can't make the button exactly how it was made in 1890 or whatever.
Of course.
But I think it comes pretty darn close.
Sure.
Pretty darn close. This is beautiful. If you have the cameo earrings,
I know.
it's wonderful.
They're such a
we
fun
need to
touch.
we need to restock those cameo earrings, I think. It's just beautiful. So speaking of fashion, I am going to pull up Tamara Casey's pattern, and we're going to take a look, and then we're going to dive into the artwork for the month. But our wonderful Tamara Casey of Designs by Jude always does such a wonderful job. I spoke to her the other day, and she has just so many wonderful ideas, and she's working so hard and getting so much done. But I love to pull up the outfit so Christopher can kind of see it in live time before we bring in Tamara Casey. But it is called Lace, Pearls and Lace.
I love the sound of that. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful.
Isn't that beautiful?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, the detail at the sleeve.
The detail.
Shut up. Tamara, you're so talented.
Tamara, you did a wonderful job on this one.
Wow, the hat.
So we can't.
That's gorgeous.
I know, isn't that great?
Oh my God. Okay, so
So you can make the hat from Tamara's pattern.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of wonderful sewists that can make these things for you if you want to add a hat to this in the
Sure.
same color scheme.
Sure.
We are working on hats, by the way, but if you want one from Tamara's pattern. But anyway, let's bring in Tamara Casey to talk all about it. Come on in, Tamara.
Grace's journey through time has certainly delivered one beautiful outfit after another. My original idea for this month's pattern was to recreate a Victorian style swimming costume. I saw this great photograph on Etsy and I loved the crisp contrast between the navy fabric and the striped detail. After Rachel shared with me the photos from the Emerald Threads outfit, my mind quickly switched gears to create pearls and lace. Pearls bring a sense of understated luxury. They're associated with classic beauty and refined taste. They've been a long-standing staple in high fashion and formal wear. The intricate patterns and the delicate textures of lace are synonymous with femininity, romance, and vintage style. These two beautiful elements come together to create this month's pattern, pearls and lace. The pattern features a two-tone button front jacket with puffed sleeves and a ruffled peplum accented with creamy pearls and delicate lace. The skirt gathers gently to the waist and flows into a modest floor-length train. The look is made complete with a coordinating hat that shades Grace's face from the sun as she walks the promenade. Many times when I create the pattern of the month, I find myself shopping for the perfect elements to create the look. This month's look was actually completed with things that I already had in my own sewing room. I encourage you to look through your own fabrics and trims and perhaps run across some hidden treasures to create your own dreamy vintage-inspired look. I hope you enjoyed this month's pattern, and as always, I can't wait to see what you make.
So thank you so much, Tamara Casey of Designs by Jude. You did a wonderful job with this pattern of the month. The patterns are available in the Grace Historical member section of our website. Everyone that's in the subscription has a password to that, and you can download everything every month. And we also send you emails as well. But our next thing we have to talk about that is so much fun is our artwork from Diana Vining. She did such a great job. Look at this. I love that she did green beer.
yeah, yeah. And the little shamrocks in the
shamrocks in the bread. That is
amazing.
so cute.
Yeah, I love that.
But here's Grace. So she has her book, and because the book is part of the story on this one, and in the next month, the book is part of the story the whole time.
Sure.
But this looks so beautiful, especially with the red hair.
Her little freckles and like bright jewel tone eyes are just
the
like
bright green.
She's so good.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Excellent job, Diana.
I love it.
Yeah.
And she's in modern type undergarments and shoes, and then she is wearing her dress over here. Such a beautiful job. She did a fun illustration to show how Grace is just having so much fun.
A fabulous little Irish jig she's doing.
Isn't that cute? I love the Irish jig.
Her expression looks so earnest. It's so sincere.
Yeah.
Like she's really there and really having a great time. And I love the detail that she's got under here with her sort of bloomers, which we don't have, but that's okay. And I love the four-leaf clovers in her hair. It's a wonderful job. And I think there are going to be many dance vignettes that people, set up and put together with this one.
That's right.
Yeah.
We ordered glitter stickers in this illustration and a couple of there are some other fun surprises that are also coming inside your box that are not here for the filming, but I kind of like that because then it really makes it a surprise for you.
A real surprise.
When you get your box. So that's fun. But Diana made a fun craft card here that Grace visits the Dublin Bakery and Gift Shop. So she gets some Irish soda bread and some Irish cookies and some stationery. And this is it's a bookmark for Grace's A Journey Through Time. That's cool.
That's a lovely idea.
An embroidered bookmark, and then of course her box of cookies. This appears much bigger because I have it on 8.5 by 11, but it comes in a craft card in your box that's 5 by 7. So it's perfectly scaled for Grace. And if you cut these things out, sometimes you may not feel like it, like, oh, that's a lot of work to do that. But then when they're holding it and it's a part of the whole story, it's really fun and worth it, I promise.
Agreed. I just noticed the family crest. That's so cute.
Oh, the Fitzpatrick family crest. How did I miss that? That's awesome. I love that. And of course, being a Fitzpatrick,
Right.
This is
Right.
this is the outfit.
Right.
So this is what you already saw online. It said, "Here we go again," and we have the book in the library, and so it's kind of like, you know, she's being whisked away, like,
Yeah.
woo, what's going to happen? Here we go again.
Right.
And I love it. I love going on this journey every single month.
I do too. I know it's silly to do time travel, but like that's the fun of it.
It is.
It's about dull fun.
It is. I truly feel like I went or I learned or I did something there, and we're not going to Ireland right now. I wish.
Right.
But we get to experience the fun through our imaginations and through our minds, and that's really half of it right there. Is enjoying it and being a part of it. So, and whether you're in it or not, just watching and having fun and commenting and looking at everyone else's pretty photos is being a big part of it.
It's the community.
It is the community. So this is your cover letter that you're going to receive when you receive it. And I put in some fun ideas that you could have for vignettes for photography. So we have a Victorian garden party, an afternoon at the library. With a gloved hand, Grace carefully selects a leather-bound novel, immersing herself in the latest works of Charles Dickens or Louisa May Alcott. That's kind of fun. She could go on a horse-drawn carriage ride. She could attend a matinee theater performance. Seated in a grand Victorian theater, Grace eagerly awaits the rise of the curtain, ready to be enchanted by a dramatic stage production.
That's lovely.
Or writing, this one's my favorite, writing letters by candlelight. An ornate writing desk, Grace carefully pens a heartfelt letter to a dear friend, sealing it with a wax stamp before sending it off on its journey.
Wow.
So there's a lot of ways that you can enjoy the journey.
Yeah.
St. Patrick's Day has already passed, but of course, this is a Fitzpatrick outfit. This is a timeless outfit. So I personally love green, and I think that this is so beautiful. I think it is really beautiful on Grace. And I think this is timeless for all year, don't you think, Christopher?
I agree. And I love that, I mean, green generally is not something that dolls are done in often, despite what the background might tell you. I actually had to sort of hunt around the shop for pieces of green because it's not a super, I mean, like, you see red and you see pink and you see blue all the time, gold, you know, like sort of, there's a sort of expected classic palette, but things like green and purple are not done very often. And so it's really fun to have such a lovely statement jewel tone in slightly more sophisticated palette. I think it's really lovely. And again, you can wear it any time of year. It would be beautiful for sort of a wintry holiday. But maybe it's, you know, maybe you just like to be outside and it's, you know, inspired by foliage or whatever else. It's very versatile.
It is. And to be honest, we were thinking of placing this. We thought this month would be best, but we also did consider around the holidays because it is such a beautiful holiday looking outfit as well. But anything that is a beautiful garment can be very holiday.
That's true.
Right?
Yeah.
Anything. But speaking of beautiful garments, we put out a mystery outfit that you could buy into for only $45, which is an incredible deal for this outfit. It was manufactured by Ruby Red Galleria, and it is called Emerald Petals.
The first one in months.
On emerald, as a play on emerald threads.
Yeah.
And are you ready? Are you ready for it? Let's go.
So,
woo!
We have
what a gorgeous outfit.
Beautiful two-piece set, a full long sleeve real button blouse with a gorgeous fully lined true bright green, again sort of a satiny skirt, and it's huge. It just billows. It's gorgeous. And we have snaps in the back, and at the cuffs you've got another set of buttons here. It's a really lovely, bright sort of welcome into spring. If you want something that sort of launches into the season with, you know, gusto and excitement, I think this really does it. And there's so many beautiful sort of pops of color in the blouse. So you've got sort of a periwinkle and a jade, and you've got an emerald color. You've got this beautiful persimmon, like red-orange, which is probably my favorite part. And we've got another set to sort of get a closer look at if you want to see those buttons.
I wanted to show you.
Remarkable.
This is beautiful. When we do the mystery buys, we put them less because that's part of the fun. We never stick you anything, so it's not like gambling, but you are gambling in a way because you're doing a blind buy. And blind buys are always a better deal. That's how blind buys work.
Sure.
You get a blind box where it's like you get a box of stuff and you don't know what it is, and it's a third of the price of what it would be if you knew what it was. But those are usually bad deals. You get a bunch of just junk. But ours is not. Ours is
we're giving you garments, you guys.
Yeah, we're giving you garments.
Yeah.
So this is beautiful. Again, it fits Elowen.
It does.
And all the friends. It's just a versatile outfit in that it fits a lot of different dolls.
It's not, I mean, it is tailored, but it's not like really, really form-fitting, which allows you a lot of versatility. And you can, you know, push up the sleeves if you want something a little bit more casual.
Again, this is just straight out of the plastic, but I want to show you the beautiful jewel tones of the skirt and the very fine workmanship.
Yeah.
It's absolutely stunning.
Again, the way it catches light is almost electric. It's really, really gorgeous. And it would be great with any jacket, with any other layer. Actually, I think this would be a really fun way to add in sort of like a youthful contemporary feel. To put like one of the leather biker jackets over this would be so fun. There's a lot of ways to play with this.
And what I love about this is it's not overtly any, because it's so classic, it's not overtly any type of garment.
Right.
It's not retro. It's not just modern.
Right.
It's not...
Very timeless.
It's very timeless.
It has elements of things that feel like the shape and size of the skirt is like a little bit 50s, but it's not at all trying to be that. I think it feels very, you know, versatile both in occasion and in era and whatever. Yeah. It's a really lovely quality garment. And you're getting it for a steal.
$45 is what our wonderful people who are friends and customers took a chance to buy this outfit. I love doing these, and we actually have more mysteries coming throughout the year. In fact, I'm excited about a lot of them, but this is one we have been very excited about. And she has her green shoes from the Shamrock Shimmer box with it, which are absolutely perfect. But we do have some boots actually that are an add-on as well.
All of our little models are wearing them. These are a beautiful addition for the box dress, and that shade of that green faux leather is just a perfect, beautiful match with what's going on.
And they do have a zipper on the back.
Yeah.
So of course this outfit goes beautiful with any of the boots that we've put out. We really want them to be seamless. We've put out brown, black. We have actually more colors coming that are in stock, but you can get these as an optional add-on. But I think it's a sea of green. It's really
gorgeous.
fun.
As a way to like give you something, my hope is always that if we have add-ons for a month, or if we have a surprise or something, that because we're really leaning into historical fashion very specifically, that we can also offer for the modern collector something to satiate that itch as well.
Yeah.
So if you want to feel festive and participatory and whatever with the palette and the holiday, that you have a chance to, even if you're maybe not in the subscription, or maybe if you're, you know, more a fan of modern clothes, that, you know, we have something for everybody.
We do have something for everybody, and what a wonderful way to usher in spring.
Agreed.
With all this beautiful green, and then especially this outfit, which the petals are it's just a perfect way to introduce springtime and life and flowers and green and new life and little sprouting up, that kind of thing. So it's good. It's a lot of fun.
Agreed.
I had a lot of fun with this month, and we are very much looking forward to every single month in this series. Some of our Tonnerfest friends got to see the whole table of all the outfits, and they loved them.
Yeah. We had people at the event just circling that table for... We actually had, we had to go tell people to sit back down because dinner was coming, and they were just like enthralled by the display. And we didn't give them, well, we gave them a pretty good lineup. It wasn't every single one, but it was.
It was.
Was it every single one?
We put them all around the whole table.
It was.
We did. It was a dream.
Yeah.
Next month is really going to knock you off your socks. Next month is from the Sporting Fashion book. So it's one of the garments from there. And it's cool. It's one of the ones that you really rallied for.
I did. I really stood behind this one, and I'm glad that we did it. I will say nothing at this time, but it's different in some ways, it's unexpected in some ways, but it incorporates so many of my favorite elements, and I will just offer that I am quite transparent with what those things are. I say all the time what my very favorite things are, and so if anybody, you know, really cares and listens, you might have a good idea of what's coming. It's so beautiful.
It is, and it has lots of pieces, and it's very unexpected. I think it's very cool. So we hope you love it. But thank you so much for tuning into Emerald Threads and our little podcast style way that we do it. I think it's a lot of fun. It separates it from the other subscriptions, so it feels different. But this was great. You can see all of the videos, everything that we have done for the subscription so far on our YouTube channel. We have a historical subscription tab, and you can see everything that we've done and everything we're doing. We also do have a couple of spots open, so if you'd like to join the subscription, shoot us an email and we can can get you registered for this month, and then you can get started on your journey. So we hope you enjoyed all of this.
Stop
Christopher,
missing out.
thank you so
Join the
much.
fun.
Yeah, exactly. It's only a few spaces, but we're very thankful to our loyal subscribers, and we always welcome new ones. So we appreciate you so much. Thank you so much, Christopher. Thank you,
you.
Paul, for filming.
Thanks, Paul.
Thank you to our entire wonderful team, and of course our editor Omar too, for all your wonderful editing skills. So we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.